Hi everyone, welcome to week 7. So this week in week 7 we're spending some more time discussing court documents and pleadings such as the complaint and the answer. The lecture materials are really useful this week, particularly the section on how to draft an answer. You'll be drafting an answer in week 7.5 in your final exam, so I encourage you to carefully review that section of the lecture materials along with the video. The discussion board this week is similar to last week's discussion board. You're going to be locating the court rules in your state again, but this time we're going to be focusing on the rules that apply when you appeal a case. So again, it'll just be some more practice in finding the rules and navigating them and knowing how to apply them. So I look forward to that. We also have a check your knowledge quiz this week. It is 20 20 true and false questions, and it relates to pretty much all of the information that we learned during this course, but you will have 2 attempts and the higher grade will count. So if you go through it once and you're not happy with your grade or you feel maybe you didn't look at the right information, don't worry about it. You'll have an idea of those questions and you can go ahead and take it again. So if you have any questions as you prepare for that, please let me know. Okay, and now the portfolio project part 4 is due this week, and that is the motion to remove the court case to federal court. Now, we already did a lot of this research because we had the same issue in the predictive memo. So I encourage you to go back and look at my comments. I did in-text comments for those memos and make sure that you understand my comments because a lot of them would apply to the motion. And some of you, when you drafted your predictive memo, you spent a lot of time on the substantive information behind getting behind the trademark, like the likelihood of confusion and things like that. For this particular motion, similarly to that memo, we don't have to focus so much on the substantive information. Instead, we're focusing on the procedure of removing to federal court. So as I noted to most of you on your memo, the 2 things you should be focusing the most on is if you can remove because there's a federal underlying issue and or because both citizens are diverse and the amount of controversy could reasonably be above $75,000. So you don't need both to remove to federal court, you just need one. But we're going to set forth both of those arguments, so if one doesn't stick, the other will. And in the memo, you were objective. You were objectively discussing whether or not you thought, or whether or not the law stated that either of those methods could get you to federal court. Well, now, since we're actually asking the court to remove, we need to be persuasive. And so we're persuading on behalf of our clients and we're advocating for our clients that this court case should be removed to federal court for either of those 2 reasons. There's an underlying federal issue or there's diversity of citizenship. So that's what you're going to do. If you have any questions on those, let me know. If you did not research those 2 options for your predicted memo, then you should do that for this motion. And then you can use that for the motion, and then you could also use it for when you go back to revise that memo for when you submit it for the final at the end of the course. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Also, please remember that week 7 and week 7.5 overlap. So week 7.5 begins on Friday, which is April 23rd, but week 7 doesn't end until Saturday, April 24th. So there's that overlap there. And the last day of the course is Monday, April 26th. And that's when that final exam is due that I mentioned to you last week in week 6 that there's 3 deliverables. So you should start taking a look at that when you can. Okay, I feel like I gave you a lot of information in this video. If anything is jumbled or you feel like you need more clarification or explanation, you know you could reach out to me anytime. Thanks so much. Bye.